everyone, welcome back to Reality Check. Joining me now via Skype are Jason Tartick and Kaitlyn Bristowe. Welcome, you gorgeous pair.
Thank you. We're a trio today.
We got Ramen with us too.
Ramen, oh my goodness. Ramen is the cutest thing I have ever seen. What a sweet boy. Now,
it's amazing.
Look, you guys are such a cute little family. So you guys have been dating for about 9 months now. So life seems to be treating you pretty well. But tell us a little bit more. How's everything going?
Yeah, everything is going great. So I just moved to Nashville in June, and it's been a great ride. You know, I think, and on top of me moving to Nashville, we also adopted Ramen from South Korea and rescued him through an organization called Bunny Buddies. So it's been a really great 9 months. Moved across the country, and here we are.
That is awesome, and thank you so much for being part of the whole Adopt Don't Shop movement, because I think that's super important. And also important is news or maybe controversy that you guys sparked because of this Instagram post at the US Open. For some reason, people thought that the fact that you had your hand in your pocket, Kaitlyn, might mean that you are engaged. Do you want to comment on that?
I did comment on my Instagram. I said, look, if I'm wearing a cute dress with pockets, I'm going to have my hands in them for a photo. So not hiding anything.
Funny thing is I had friends of mine calling me like, what is going on? How could I find out through Instagram and not through you? So not only did she get some people out there, she got some of my best friends as well.
And mine as well.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, I hope that if and when it does happen, Ramen will be a part of it, because I think that would be really, really cute.
Oh, you know he will.
He'll be a part
totally.
Of it, for sure.
Well, look, this has been a very exciting season of Bachelor in Paradise. Jason, I want to hear your take on Blake's journey through this season. Do you think that the way he was portrayed was really harsh, or did any of it ring true to the Blake that you know?
You know, so Blake and I became really good friends on Becca's season, and then after the season, we became even closer. And I will say, I think the breakup really hit home for him. And he kind of went through a little bit of a spiral just trying to find himself. And he made mistakes that he will come up and tell everybody, I made mistakes, I'm learning from it, I came out a better person. I think if you look at it, there are just some double standards I'm seeing a little bit in the franchise. What he did was absolutely wrong, and I don't think that...
We tell him that,
and we tell him that, but, you know, he's growing as a person. I think he learned his lesson. I think more importantly, like, this chapter is now closed, and I think his chapter to happiness has just started. And I think he's come out a better person than he went in.
Well, that's great to hear. And obviously we wish him all the best, as we do everyone that participates in the franchise. Because, you know, at the end of the day, everyone's just trying to get as happy as you guys. So why don't we talk about last night's very emotional episode, starting with our friend Connor Saley, who also has a really cute dog and who had almost given up on finding love. But then, thankfully, his decision to leave Paradise was thwarted. Let's check that out.
I just walked down to Paradise with a date card. It just says, it's about time you showed up, don't waste a moment. And so I talked to everyone there, and then they told me that you had just left and I just missed you, and that I should maybe go try to spend some time with you.
So what do you think, you two? Do you think these guys have a shot of love outside of Paradise?
I think it's hard to tell just from that, but I am rooting for them. I think they make a gorgeous couple, and they both seem really cute and happy. So I think there's hope. I think it's romantic what she did. I love that she went after it. So I'm rooting for them.
Yeah, I think today you just never know where you'll find it. We met each other on her podcast, right? Yeah. So maybe it's just a little hotel knock at the door. They go on a date, and it just completely opens up. What I find interesting is that she totally was just looking for him, and then he was only looking for her. And so hopefully, you know, that's a pretty good foundation.
I know, definitely. Fingers crossed for them for sure. But, you know, there were some other couples that were having some very intense conversations. So why don't we chat about them, starting with the couple that seems to have had a little trouble in Paradise. Let's have a look.
There's nothing wrong with you. You've been through this a million times. You've been hurt, and you have fears, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, whether it's me or it's not me, you need to figure out who makes you happy.
I mean, Katie, just one of the most patient, loving people I think we've ever seen. Do you think that Chris can get past all of his hesitation and self-doubt and give Katie everything that she deserves?
I think he's crazy if he lets her go, because clearly that guy needs something stable, like, in his life to keep him grounded. She's so level-headed and grounded and sweet and, like you said, patient. And I feel like he's going to be crazy if he lets her go. He'll regret it. He'll be the one knocking on someone's hotel room door.
Yeah, I think he's seen a lot ups and downs. I think they're opposite, but opposites attract. So hopefully.
We're definitely opposite.
Yeah, totally.
I was actually just going to ask. Like, yeah, so you guys would call yourselves opposites?
Yeah, we call each other yin and yang all the time. We're very opposite.
Yin and yang for sure.
But it's working. And Kaitlyn, you actually have a podcast called Off the Vine, which was nominated for a People's Choice Award for Best Pop Podcast of 2019. Congratulations. That is such a huge honor.
Thank you. I know. I say all the time, I'm like, I don't even care if I win. I'm just, like, so honored and proud to be part of the group that's been nominated.
I think that's amazing. You definitely got my vote. And that's the podcast that you guys met on, right?
Yeah.
That's the podcast we met, yeah.
So if you were to win, that would be even more special.
I'll dedicate part of my speech to him.
Oh, thank you. Bring some wine, too.
And to ramen. And to ramen.
And to
of
ramen.
course.
No doubt.
Who can we expect on the podcast that's coming up? Anyone exciting?
Oh, I have Derek Peth actually coming up on the next one. And comments by celebs. And then I'm going to be heading to LA pretty quick. And so I hope to get a lot of the Bachelor in Paradise cast on it.
Oh, that's so cool. I mean, we're a huge fan of Derek here at the show. We think that he's carried himself as such a gentleman this season, despite everything he's been through. So I can't wait for that episode. Yeah.
He was a really great guest. And I'm also doing a live podcast in Life is Beautiful in Vegas on the 21st, I think it is.
Yep.
And I might be getting someone from Paradise on that. And then I have a fall tour coming up in November, and all the tickets are on my website for that.
Oh, wow. You're keeping so busy. Jason, we get to go with Kaitlyn as she does this tour?
Yeah, I'm going to get to go travel along, and I'm also working on a program myself called Restart. And it's learning about those, not when they're at the top, but when they're at the bottom, and how they've kind of made their way to the top. And it's a series that I'm working on as well. But I'm going to be there on the tour. Ramen and I are going to be backstage drinking Kaitlyn's wine, having a great time.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you guys get to do all of this stuff together. You really are just the sweetest couple, and we wish you all the best. So,
thank you so much.
Of course. Thanks for inspiring us to just believe that love can find you when you least expect it. So please,
Absolutely.